MZTV.
Wow, I feel like I need to apologize to God, and this is no joke. I remember saying more than once to you over the years that I said that the evil things in this world outweigh the good. I said this to make a point against the free willers who say that, well, God does everything except the bad things. And I'm saying, if you're going to try to insist to me that God does everything except the bad things, then you're going to say that God does less than half the things that occur on this planet. Because more than half the things that occur on this planet are bad, are evil. So you've just knocked God out of at the very least 50% of the things that happen. But that is so pessimistic. And I'm repenting of it today. I have been a pessimist I didn't used to be one. I used to be an optimist. But I've been a pessimist for probably 15 years. I don't know what happened. The hits of life has hit me bad. It's just that you start to feel that, you've done everything right. You've tried to do everything right in your life. And what happens? What happens is that you just keep getting hit. You just keep getting socked. And so you start to think, well, geez, why am I doing everything right? I might as well just smoke cigarettes, drink whiskey, because then it doesn't really matter. Oh, but it does. And God has put a regulator on that for me. And I think he does the same thing for you. We think we're all rebellious and we're all throwing caution to the wind, but we're not, because we have an internal regulator, and it is God. And this is what I think part of that regulator system is. And this is what I want to apologize to God for and apologize to you for. And it is this. I think we instinctively know that more good things happen in this world than bad. But because we're copying an attitude most of the time, because so many things don't go the way we want them to. But to say that more than half of the things that happen in this world are evil, that is unfair. It's unfair to God, and it's just stupid, because we take for granted, this is it, we take for granted all the good things that happen. For instance, every single breath that you take is a gift of life from God. Every single breath. How many breaths do you take in a day? I don't know. Maybe I'll do the math and put it on the screen here. But every single one of those breaths is good. Every single one. Every single meal you eat, you completely take it for granted. You take it for granted that you're eating every day and the food is available to you. What do you think, you're owed that or something? Do you think that just happens by accident? It's the provision of God. Everything that grows. The air, this tree that provides all the greens that provide food. It's just so ingrained in us to take all this stuff for granted. Oh, have you ever had like a near wreck on the highway? Okay, so let's say you're driving down the road and you're distracted. You're trying to find your favorite song on the radio, or God forbid you're texting, and then you look up and you suddenly see the car in front of you has stopped. So you put on the brakes and you go, wow, that was a close one. Guess what? God's doing that on purpose. Well, I just barely missed that disaster. But you miss so many disasters every day that you don't even realize how many disasters you miss every day. God just does that once in a while to show you how close you are every day to death. How close you are. I mean, God purposely makes it close. Well, if I had looked down for one more second, I would have crashed into that car and maybe broken my neck, or maybe killed somebody. Yeah, but that's happening all the time. God just graciously gave you that close one to realize that he's on it all the time. He is preventing us from so many disasters every single day. And we take it for granted because, well, it made it through another day. Yes, but you don't know how many miracles was required for you to make it through every day. There's miracles required for that. Every single day, miracles, miracles, miracles. And God has to show you once in a while how close it is, just to make you think for a while. Wow, maybe I'm a step away from death every day, and that thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of times a day, God keeps me from death, and He keeps me from pain. One of the most astounding verses when Jesus says to the disciples, he said it to Peter, He said, Satan desires to sift you like wheat, but I have prayed for you. And I think of the power of Satan. The power of Satan is appalling, appalling. If we even knew what Satan wants to do to us, oh my God, and that God is protecting us from the adversary. Yes, He lets a few things trickle in. So God lets one little thing trickle in from Satan, and we're like, oh my God, I'm under attack. I'm being attacked by Satan. God has to be a little bit rolling His eyes. It's like, you're attacked by Satan, really? And He's rolling His eyes, saying to the angels, this guy has no idea what horrible things I am sparing him of. So then every once in a while, God says, all right, I got to give him a close brush, just so he realizes that I'm on the job. I'm on the job. We forget God's on the job every time. He's micromanaging us. This whole argument with this free will thing, God's a gentleman? God is a gentleman. I just can't get over that. Listen, God is micromanaging us all the time, and he's just keeping hundreds of thousands of things a day from taking us down. And because we don't know about them, well, more bad things happen than good things. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? But I myself said that, and I'm apologizing for it. I'm apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to God. It is whiny. It is immature. And when we are snatched away to be with Christ, and when we see the film of our lives, I'm convinced that we are going to realize with great awe and with great, really, regret, we're going to realize just how many good things happened to us that we completely took for granted. Satan desires to sift you like wheat, and he has the power to do it. But every single second of every single day, God keeps the adversary from us. And that little tiny bit of opposition that God brings to our lives is for our development, it's for our maturity, and it is minuscule compared to the millions of good things that happen to us every day. So by the grace of God, I want to become more of an optimist. I want to give this gift to you today. I want you to be thankful for every single thing that you literally are not aware of. Every single thing, every single good thing that God does for you that you are literally not aware of. You don't realize that it's happening. Lightning doesn't strike you, okay? Why have you gone your whole life without being struck by lightning? The grace of God. The grace of God. So few evil things trickle through, and I am looking forward to seeing God, to having that tape of my life run, and to be thankful for all the good things God did for me. But I want to get a head start on that thankfulness now, and that head start for me is starting today. And I hope that something I've said this morning will start it for you as well.